see, yet somehow locked the deeper rooms in me. The walls were bright, the hallways clean and warm, but no one saw the shelter from the storm. 1,000 names drifted through the door, each one knowing less than those before. I watched the crowd grow larger every year, while the quiet parts would slowly disappear. Every cheer became a distant sound. The higher I climbed, the less I felt the ground. They've memorized the echo, never heard the voice, counted every photograph, never knew the choice, tracing lines I left behind, following the noise. They've memorized the echo, never heard the voice. I polished every rough edge till I couldn't feel the stone. Built a house of open windows, somehow ended up alone. Now the mirror asks a question I can barely recognize. Am I standing in the frame or just another alibi? They've memorized the echo, never heard the voice, held a map above their heads, never found the choice, following the lantern light, missing what it hides. They've memorized the echo, never heard the voice. The crowd